The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views of PSI CHI, Help University, or any affiliated organizations. This podcast is intended for educational and discussion purposes only. PSI CHI does not endorse, verify, or take responsibility for any statements made by the guest or the host. If you ever feel mental distress or need mental health support, you are encouraged to seek help from a qualified mental health professional. You can find more information and resources in the description box. Just remember that you are not alone.
Hi, I'm Hoisi and I'm the Vice President for PSI CHI 2025 and 2026. And I'm currently a Year 2 Sem 3 Psych student.
Hello, I'm Jinghan. I'm Secretary for PSI CHI for term 2025 to 2026, and I'm currently a psychology student who are in Year 3, Sem 1.
My name is Veru and I'm one of the support network of PSI CHI. I'm same with Jinghan in my Year 3 Semester 1.
Now let's dive into our first section. Okay, so we're here today to do a very interesting thing, which I will never expect, like a few semesters ago. I remember it started off when I was asked to do a newsletter for PSI CHI when I was a support network. And I was thinking, newsletter doesn't really fit my vibe. Why not make words alive? And that's why we are here today to do podcasts, to share psychology knowledge, but in a very fun manner. And I'm so grateful, for me to have this dream to happen. We have two beloved members with me today. We have Jinghan, which is our secretary from PSI CHI, and then we have Weiru, which is actually our PR support network, but she'll be the main editor for the entire podcast. So yeah, say hi.
Hello. Hello, guys.
Okay, so I would also want to know, I know I started this thing and then it's a very wild idea, but why do both of you be willing to, get on this project and be here today?
Oh, that's really a good question. Yeah, I think it's because, why I'm here today, the main reason will be the word podcast, which is something that I really want to do for a long time, and when it's related to psychology, which is something that I really like and passionate to, then this is why the reason I step in this studio, and I don't want to leave now.
And never ever.
Okay, later you stay here.
I want to go sleep.
Okay. For me, why am I doing this and why am I here is because I heard this from Hoisi, and then I'm really interested in it already, because I feel like podcast is a platform where we can bring the things that we want to tell other spread to a wider audience. And then how Hoisi introduced me just now, I'm the PR for handling this podcast, where I will be editing the audio track and also a video version that we'll be posting on YouTube. So for me, I'm really interested and like to editing video, where I feel like it's a way that makes things interesting and a way that may spread the knowledge to a wider audience, psychology related one. Yeah.
Exactly, and I can't wait to see Weiru's work, because I personally find her videos very interesting. So I think we all can look forward to the future episodes.
Here's my portfolio.
Exactly, portfolio. So again, like what Weiru mentioned just now, we wanted to share knowledge to more people, because people might see psychology something very mystical, or even there are a lot of myths going around, and then why not make it more accessible to people who are even not from psychology department? You are in business, you can also jump in and listen to our podcast. You're in comms or you're in education and things like that.
Maybe we can talk about myths that we have heard before related to psychology.
Yeah, I think that will be a good one. And in fact, I have a lot of myths going on, especially when I studied experimental methods in cognitive neuroscience this semester. There is so many myths people having about brains.
Okay, the first very main thing. Okay.
Let me start with a general one.
Okay. What's the general one?
And most well-known one.
Okay.
MBTI is a good personality test.
Oh, MBTI. I thought you want to say something that we can read minds.
Oh, yeah, that is also one of the most famous myth ever.
Yeah.
Honestly, until now, when I'm on MRT, somebody asks me, what study did you what subject do you study? If I say psychology, they will still ask me, so now can you know what am I thinking? I'm like,
I mean, Chinese New Year is coming soon.
Everyone is asking this question. But then, we are not criticizing this myth. We are here to make this myth clear.
yeah, to let you all know that, we essentially observe people maybe a little bit more, and we try to understand where people comes from, but we don't have a scanner inbuilt that scans you and like come up with a report on what personality you are, what you're thinking right now. And so that's one of the myths lah. Yeah, so coming back to the podcast that we will be doing in the future semesters, we hope this thing can last long. We hope. But we will also love to set like an expectation for the audiences on how this thing is going to flow. And then we definitely will not only make the entire podcast be only 3 of us, because as we mentioned, we wanted to share the knowledge. So connection is also one of the key. And to connect, we are also thinking about different modes so that we can invite guests, or even you, if you are interested to join us or you wanted to share a certain topic that you wanted to discuss about, just contact us through here. Yes. You can drop us email, you can DM us on IG, and so many more. Just approach us and we will be more than happy to, listen to your voice. And then who knows, maybe next section you will be here with us.
Welcome.
So talking about the modes, right? We have 3 modes, which is Air, Pro, and Mini. I know it sounds very Apple. We do take reference from that, but the key point is to maybe keep in mind on what is their function and how it relates to our podcast. So maybe we can have Jing Han to share with us about InPsyOut Pro.
InPsyOut Pro. So the Pro one, yeah, you will see that it's more professional one, or like the most academic one, that we will invite like our lecturer or like others professional, psychology professional or other fields, or professional for other fields as well, to talking about something that is related to psychology. So I think the upcoming episode we're talking about AI and emotion, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then talking about like who we are invited, that from like for this first episode we will be invited someone that is very well known, special
Are
one.
we revealing now?
Are we revealing now?
Do you want to reveal?
Dr. Eugene.
It's really our pleasure.
Yes, honor.
To have Dr. Eugene to be our first guest to this podcast.
Yeah, that's how the pro version looks like. And for mini is something like we will be inviting our peers, our juniors, seniors, or maybe our alumni also, and tutor to share about their interesting, fun experience that they have met during their psychology journal.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that how the mini
I think that's the
works?
essence of mini, and I think both of you also touched on the idea where we talk about the topic of AI and emotion, so people might wonder like, oh, how do we decide these topics? So it really depends on what we feel like that semester and how is the trend of the world going on. And we think AI have so many things to talk about when it comes to psychology. We see people, arguing on topics like, do we still need a therapist when we have our chatbots? Do I still need a boyfriend? Do I still need a girlfriend when I can talk to them, right? So there's so many things to explore. And because we have Pro, something more professional and academic, we have mini, where we can listen a lot from people from our campus or like voices from different field of life. We would also like to have air, where things can walk out of the podcast room. We can do something more free, more going with the flow. It could be grabbing people on university and just ask them questions on how do they think about certain things. It can be very random, and it all depends on what kind of creativity that we want to put in there. And we don't want to like limit ourselves. That's why air will be something that you guys can look forward to as well, I think. Yeah. So coming back to InPsyOut, we mentioned about this name a few times. People might not know why do we call ourselves Inside Out. Maybe we can hear from both of you.
I think Inside Out, like for me, is a very like my favorite movie, and I think that's a movie
Who's your
that
favorite character?
you guess.
Anxiety.
No, I mean okay. Anxiety will be a character that most like explain like
Your personality.
my personality, but the most favorite one that I like is actually
Joy?
depression, sadness.
Why?
Cause very cute, even though like
cute.
yeah, she looks like very like sad. All right, yeah, a bit, yeah. That will be the one that I love so much. But yeah, I think Inside Out will be the movie that anyone from psychology, they will definitely very resonate with that movie. Then we also like get idea from Inside Out and try to like relate to our podcast.
Yes, we bring our inside knowledge to outside you.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's so interesting to, explore more in this Inside Out where we really bring things outside for you, and we hope to make psychology really more accessible to many people. And at the very final note, not only the expectation for you guys that we would like to set, but we also ourselves also wanted to set an expectation to ourselves because we really don't know where this is going to go. And then even if we finish our term, it will be next year around August. That will be when we will, let go the work. And we hope that there will be somebody who continue the legacy of this podcast. Yes, our spirit and our love towards psychology and our love towards psychi. So we pray that there will be people who continue the legacy. But what do we expect ourselves to reach when it comes to next year, August 2026? And I think we can enter a section where we write down our expectation. We won't show it to you guys first. We won't show it to each other instead as well. And we will reveal it maybe really at the very final day of our term in 2026.
Talking about expectation, I actually more looking forward the progress and the process that we make this thing out to you guys. The experience that we making this thing and also the outcome, why you guys will experience our podcast as well. Yeah, so anything, just DM us for your feedback and suggestions. Really, we need your input as well to improve.
Yes, we will grow together with all of our audiences throughout the entire podcast. So the expectation might not be just a point, but it's a bit like what you want to do to gain and learn throughout the entire process. Yes. Let's jump into it.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
Do we have a logo for our program?
Obviously, yes. Logo is something that really, send out our message and like our core belief and the value that we hold for the entire program. So who is the one who is designing our logo?
I think the ones who kill this question.
I killed this myself. So this will be how our logo looks like. Yay!
So that's it for our very chill first section. Please bear with us for not being very professional and bear with my very special limited edition voice because I haven't recovered from my sore throat. But this will be the evidence of progress because you will see us getting better, hopefully.
Yay! Yeah. Merry Christmas!
Yeah.
And Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. I don't know when we done anything.
Merry Christmas.
Or Happy New Year.
Is her promise she will be done by Merry Christmas?
Really? You'll be done by Merry Christmas?
Today is our last day of final exam for me and Jinghan. So we look a bit dire. You randomly pick blue color or...
No, I saw the script. Your script got like say Jinghan is wearing blue colors.
The script you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I think it's Jinghan said. I think it's for the logo. We want it to be blue, so it's more professional.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. She wants you.